Money Talk, brought to you by NuMark Credit Union. Today, tips for buying a vehicle. We'll be talking with a couple of experts on the topic. We'll introduce you to them in a moment. Hey, summer is upon us. Are you dreaming about your next adventure? If you're ready to hit the road with a new motorcycle, NuMark can help you get to your fantastic future faster with great rates and exceptional service. If you're currently still paying on a motorcycle, NuMark refinances as well. Want to apply or learn? Visit NuMark online at NuMarkCU.org. That's NuMarkCU.org. NuMark Credit Union, where you are family. All right, we are going to be talking today about buying a car. We want to remind you also that NuMark has given me a $25 Visa gift card to give away at the end of the program. So be listening to our conversation, and something that either Mack or Marisol says will stick with, well, a lot of it's going to stick with me, but I'll pick one of the things that they tell me, and I'll ask you to repeat that at the end of the program. If you're the first correct caller on the Turk Furniture studio line at 815-254-7300, you can win yourself a $25 Visa gift card. Mack Story is the training manager for NuMark Credit Union. Hi, Mack. How you doing?
Good, Scott. How are you?
Good. Thanks for coming on. We appreciate it. And Marisol Torres is the Countryside branch manager for NuMark Credit Union. Hi, Marisol.
Hi, Scott. How are you?
Good. Mack, you're becoming a regular on this show.
Yeah, I think I am. Keep asking me to come on the show. I guess I'm doing a good job.
Yeah, absolutely. And Marisol, is this your first appearance?
It is. I'm a little nervous, but it is my first appearance.
Yeah, well, it's really hard. What Mack and I are going to do basically, and this is how we break in first-timers, is we're just going to let you fill the 20 minutes all by yourself. So go ahead and go.
Oh, you guys are so funny.
Mack was never nervous, though. He's a natural. And Marisol, you sound like you're a natural as well. So let's find out a little bit about you then. You are the branch manager for NuMark Credit Union in Countryside. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, I've been at the credit union for 11 years, and I love it. Actually, I'm going to do my anniversary next week, so I've been here 11 years at the credit union, in the banking field about 20 years, and I can't say nothing more than NuMark is the place to be. It does treat you like family, and as an employee and member, so it's a great place to be at.
Awesome. So how are things up in Countryside? Tell us a little bit about your organization up there.
Oh, it's good. I mean, we're here in Countryside, I want to say we help our members out as family. We obviously looking to help our new members purchase a new vehicle and refinance, their vehicle. So we're busy, which is great.
Very, very good thing. No doubt about it. Mack, what about you? You're the training manager. So it sounds to me like you bounce around just a little bit, go from location to location. Tell us a little bit about what things are like for you right now at the credit union.
Oh, they are busy. We've, got a lot of projects going on to try to help our members that we can. So, I am definitely traveling all the branches, getting everybody trained, and that kind of stuff. So it's good, though. It keeps you busy.
Yeah, it does. And it's important, too, for everyone to be up to speed on what's happening in the market and also in the industry. I mean, those are things that are ever changing.
Absolutely.
Yeah, they really are. All right, so let's get into buying a vehicle. Now, good luck finding one right now in terms of new cars. You can get them, but it's a little bit difficult. So, Mack, I'm going to go and start with you. If someone is considering buying a new car, what are some of the things you would recommend before going to a dealership? Keyword here is before.
Yes, definitely. Before you go to the dealer, I would say do your research, make sure you know what you're going into. Number one thing you want to do is get pre-approved. Go see come see us here at NuMark or go to your local credit union. Get pre-approved first. That way you know exactly how much you have to spend and what your monthly payment's going to be. You already kind of have that in the back of your head. So when you go into the dealer, you're prepared. The other thing is, do your research on the vehicle that you're interested in. You don't want to have that buyer's remorse after you buy it, and everything. You want to make sure that it's exactly what you want. You get all the bells and whistles that you want, everything, but then that way, when you get pre-approved, you know exactly how much you can spend. So maybe you can't get the fully loaded vehicle that you want. Maybe you got to, cut some things off to keep it in your price range and everything. Number one is do your research and get pre-approved.
Pre-approved is huge. Cars, houses, anything like that, pre-approval, because you know exactly. Because the last thing, Mac, you want to do is walk in with your eyes kind of wide open going, oh, I want that, I want that, I want that. And then becoming car poor, Mac. Car poor is a bad thing, just like being home poor.
Absolutely. You do not want to spend more than you make on a car.
Nope. Not worth it. Not worth it at all. Marisol, what would you recommend to someone who may have a couple of blemishes on their credit report, or someone that's working to rebuild their credit that puts them in maybe a little bit of a difficult situation?
You know what? I would still have them come into the credit union or other credit union, and we could definitely look at that and see what we can do to help them. I mean, you'd be surprised. A lot of people come in and say, hey, you know, my credit's not the greatest. But again, we here at the credit union don't look at just at the score. We look at the big picture. We see what happened. You know, life does happen, right? So, you know, we take into account everything, and we're here to help our members. And if we can't approve them right now, obviously we will coach them so that down the line they're ready to buy their vehicle.
Okay. So you mean you look at life experiences, like maybe somebody loses a job, maybe a divorce or something like that?
Exactly. So, I mean, stuff does happen, right? And, you know, you might have one or twice you forgot to make a payment. You know, we understand life happens. So that's definitely a type of when come in, let's look at it. And if we can't right now, then okay, we can tell you what you need to do to get there. So that's the good thing about the credit union.
Yeah, it certainly is. We're talking with Mack Story, training manager for NuMark, and Marisol Torres, countryside branch manager for NuMark Credit Union. Today we're talking about buying cars and tips for purchasing vehicles. Mack, co-signing, is that a good idea to have someone co-sign your loan for you?
Well, it all depends on the situation. If you are a first-time buyer and you don't have any car loan history, or maybe you're just starting out trying to build your credit and everything, you might have to have a co-signer on there just to, you know, prove that you can make the payments and everything. Even if you get that co-signer, you only have to have them on there for about a year, you know, and everything, and then you can refinance that vehicle and get the co-signer off and just have it in your name, you know. But like I said, it all depends on the situation. I would say that if you are going to be a co-signer for someone, make sure you know that person, because if they default on that loan, it is now up to you to make that payment. So It's coming to you if they default. So you definitely want to make sure, you know, make sure you're really close with that person. I'm not going to say you can't co-sign for a friend, but I'm the type of person, I don't, you know, share finances with my friends, so I wouldn't do that, but that's me personally. But I mean, if you've got somebody that, you know, a coworker or somebody that needs a little help with their credit and you trust them, then by all means go right ahead. There's nothing wrong with co-signing. Just remember though that, like I said before, if they default, it's all on you now.
Yeah, fastest way to lose a friend, Mac, is to get into a financial situation with them.
Yep.
Not good. So the co-signing process, how does it work? Does that person, he or she, have to come in with you to the bank when you sign up for your loan?
Yes. They don't have to come in together. You know, you can come in and get pre-approved. And if for any reason we require co-signer, maybe you're, you know, coming in and you have very limited credit or just starting out, we'll go ahead and take a look, because we definitely want to try to approve you on your own first.
Sure.
And then if we can't, then we, you know, we'll ask, you know, is there someone that can co-sign for you, you know, to get you going and everything. So that's how we kind of approach it.
Sure.
You know, but then when you're ready to close the loan, then yes, obviously both people are going to have to come in to sign the loan documents to get the, you know, get the check to go buy the car.
Marisol, is it I mean, if you do have a co-signer, let's say you have the shaky credit, like we were talking before, life happened to you and you have credit that's not great, your interest rate's probably going to be higher because the credit issues. Would a co-signer be able to get you a better interest rate?
They will, definitely. What we do is we actually combine the credit score together to help them get a lower rate. So yes, the co-signer will help you, but it's a hit or miss. The co-signer might help you or it might not help you. It just depends on who your co-signer is going to be at that time. So yeah, it does fluctuate.
Yeah, so you go around to your friends and go, hey, who's got a credit score of 700 or higher, please? No, not you, not you. No, I'm good. You guys are all good. I'm going to do this by myself now. Yeah, that's Again, stay away from your friends, but family members usually are okay. Marisol, let's stay with you. Let's talk about down payments now. We hear new car deals, 0% down for 72 months, and I even think it's up to 84 now, which is
Yep.
So tell me a little bit about down payments.
It depends on the member, on the customer. I mean, I always see people come in and bring 2,000, 5,000. It really is what you're comfortable with. Whatever you give down, though, it's going to help basically your payment. I mean, the bigger the down payment you give, the lesser payment that you're looking at financing, right? Ideally, I see members bring in 2,000. They want a comfortable payment. If they want something really small, then I see sometimes a $10,000 payment. It really depends on the person and what they're looking to do and what they're budgeting to do at that time.
Okay.
So
All right.
it's per customer base. Yeah.
Sure, it's a preference. It's how much liquidity that they have, probably, right?
Yeah.
Yep. Mack, is it a good idea to buy a vehicle from a private seller? We see people selling cars online, or you'll drive down whatever road it is, Weber Road, and you'll see a Jeep sitting there with a for sale sign in it. Talk a little bit about some of the pitfalls from buying from a private seller.
So private sellers, everybody sells their cars, one way or the other, and everything. There's nothing wrong with a private seller. All I say is make sure you get a copy of the VIN number and a copy of title. You want to see that first before you even exchange money. You want to make sure that is a clean title, which means it's not a rebuilt engine. It's not a salvage, which means it's already been totaled and everything. And then whoever had the vehicle just repaired it and put it back on the road. You have to be careful with that because your car insurance will go up dramatically if you have a rebuilt engine or if you have a salvage title. So you do want to make sure you get a copy of that title. We actually require a copy of the title before we can even process the loan. If it's a private part, we don't have to have the actual hard copy title because the seller's not going to give you that until you actually give them the cash and everything. But we just want to take a look at it, make sure it's good. But there's really nothing wrong with buying from a private seller. Again, the VIN number and then Google it. Google the VIN number. You can actually just go to google.com and type in the VIN number. It'll give you the Carfax. Some of the sites you do have to pay for to get more information, but at least you can get the basic information, and that Google search will actually tell you if that vehicle has been totaled, if it's been in a car accident, and that kind of thing. And any repairs that have been done, you can actually look at websites to see what's going on with the vehicle. Oh. But again, like I said before, do your research.
Yeah, I didn't realize, Mac, that you could type in a VIN and information will come up. That's pretty interesting.
Yes,
good idea.
We do that, and we do that here too. Anytime we, do a car loan, we search for that VIN. We want to make sure that we're not going to have any problems with the title, that it's not a rebuilt engine or a salvaged, vehicle. So.
Right. And Marisol, it's probably a good idea too if you have a friend that is a mechanic or somebody that knows cars pretty well. Let them take a look at it first.
I was going to say, yes, definitely have someone look at the vehicle. Also, just to add on to Max, too, when you get that title, you want to make sure that the actual seller that's actually selling the vehicle is named on that title. You'd be surprised. We get people that are selling vehicles that are not even on the actual title. So that's another tip, when you're looking into getting a private sale.
Yeah, because you kind of wonder where that money's going, right? Yeah, you wonder. Marisol, what about right now? Interest rates have gone up a little bit for homes. What about auto insurance rates? Is it now a good time to buy?
I would still say it's a really good time to buy. The auto rates are still pretty low. They're not high yet. So I do recommend if you're looking to purchase a vehicle right now, the rates are still really competitive, really good. So it is a good time to actually buy a vehicle if you're looking in the market to buy a vehicle.
Mac, we talked about pitfalls from buying from a private seller. Just generally speaking, what are some of the things people do when purchasing a vehicle? And Marisol, I'll ask you the same question if there's anything you want to add to it. Mac?
I would say one of the biggest pitfalls that I've seen in my career is people buying a car that they really cannot afford. They really want that top of the line vehicle. They really want all the bells and whistles and everything on it. They want it fully loaded. And when it's all said and done, yeah, that $400 a month payment seems fine now, but 3 or 4 months down the road, now you're starting to have issues in that payment because you're car poor and everything. Just make sure that you can get a payment that you can afford. Also, too, I've seen buyer's remorse. They buy the car, they go into it really fast, and it's their dream car, and that's what they want. And when they finally get it, they're like, wait, no, this is not for me. And now they're stuck with a car that they really don't want and everything. So just, once the sale is done, it's done, and everything. So you just want to make sure that you go in, test drive, research the vehicle, look at all the add-ons and the bells and whistles. And I always too say, read the fine print before you sign the dotted line. Make sure you know exactly what you're getting before you purchase it.
All right, Marisol?
I agree with Mac. The worst thing I've seen is, especially younger kids, is they rush into these sales without looking at what the price is of the vehicle, what they're actually asking for the vehicle, and then the car note. I see that all the time. I have someone come in, $800 car note. I don't know what I was thinking. Why did I sign it? Well, you got to do that research and go in there thinking, this is what I want to pay. I'm sticking to my guns, because it does happen a lot. We see, big car notes and buyer's remorse.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Marisol, insurance protects your car if anything were to happen, but what about protecting your vehicle loan at NuMark?
I recommend that to my members. I'm going to be honest. A few years ago back, I had an unexpected health scare. I was out of work for almost 4 months, and I was so glad I had protection. Now I didn't have to worry about paying my auto loan because it was protected while I was out of work. All I had to worry about was my mortgage and my other bills that I had to take care of. So I always tell my members that protecting your vehicle is the greatest, because that's your mode of transportation, and you need to do whatever you need to travel back and forth for work, kiddos, So I recommend that protection on your auto loan.
Okay. And last but not least, tell us how NuMark, Marisol, can help someone get started buying a new car. Again, this process of, getting started, getting pre-approved. How does everything start off?
They can come into one of the locations, whichever location they would love to come to, or you can go online, up an application, and then just just fill out the application online. We'll give you a call. If you come in person, we can definitely pre-approve you with your last 2 pay stubs, and then we can see what we can do to get you your auto loan.
All right, cool. Mac, anything to close with?
Nope. I think we managed to hit everything. And just, again, like I said, my tip is for buying a car is just do your research. Just make sure you know what you're getting before you get it.
Right. Absolutely. Hey, Mac, I think do you think Marisol will be asked to come back? Think she did okay?
I think she did great. I think I'm going to make sure I tell them to bring her back. She did a good job.
We'll just stick with you two. We'll just be the M&M show, the Mac and Marisol show. I like that.
There you go.
I like it.
Mac and Marisol in the morning on 1340 WJ. Well, guys, we're going to give away a $25 Visa gift card, so I'll let you two go. Thank you very much for your time today.
Thank you, Scott.
Thanks, Scott.
You bet. Marisol Torres from Countryside and Mack Story Training Manager, both from NuMark Credit Union. All right, 815-254-7300. Here's the question. The biggest pitfall someone makes when buying a new vehicle. Mac said it early in the show. I said it once, and he said it late in the show. The biggest pitfall, the number one thing people do that they shouldn't do when buying a vehicle. 815-254-7300. 815-254-7300. Hi, good morning. Who's this?
Hey, this is Susan.
Who's Susan? Where are you calling from today, Susan?
I'm calling from Plainfield.
All right, Susan from Plainfield. What's the biggest thing people do that they should not do when buying a car?
They buy a car they can't afford.
Bam! Nicely done. We've all been there and done that, haven't we, Susan?
Well, I haven't, to be quite
Oh, look at you. Whoop-de-doo. Okay. I was going to say, I did back in my 20s. I bought this beautiful Ford Mustang convertible 5.0 liter engine. Oh, kicking myself that I didn't keep it, but I had to trade it in when I had kids to buy a minivan.
There you go. Well, you did the right thing. That was more important.
Seriously?
Well, maybe not.
No, not now. Absolutely not. All right, Susan, will you hang on? I got to get some information from you, and we'll hook you up with your $25 card, okay?
All right, thank you.
Congratulations to Susan from Plainfield. She is the winner here on Money Talk, brought to you by NuMark Credit Union.